Hey everyone, it's your boy Protagonist JWA with Garden JWA, and today I want to talk about my beautiful irrigation system. So you guys may remember, I probably mentioned this. I was in the works of setting up an irrigation system. I think you can hear it. The water's running right now. So I just want to give you guys a quick brief explanation for kind of what I did. I didn't want to like pay someone to do it, so I want to do it myself because it's more cost effective. So I went for simplicity. I might need to do some tweaks, but I wanted something simple and just to kind of get my feet wet. So what I did is so right here, this is backflow, which I guess when you have a hose, sometimes the water flows back because I guess when you're doing it through a spigot, it runs through the house. So they recommended, this went to Sprinkler World, they recommended, hey, you get to do a backflow. That's just plumber's tape. And then this right here is a pressure regulator, so it prevents the pressure from being too crazy. Technically, you don't need it, but it's highly recommended because depending on how big your system is, it can kind of extend the life of your pipes, and you can, depending on what the types of emitters you use, you could pop your emitters, so it's always recommended. This is 25 psi, and then I have my regular like feeder hose, which is just rubber, and then kind of goes this way. Not to forgive the mess, so I'm running it, bird bath, and then I run it to my filter right here, and then you can't see it because I gotta cut the grass. I have this 4-way manifold. So this part goes up here, which goes to the raised beds, and then this one right here, green, goes to the in-ground trees, and then this one goes to the hose for when I need to do some extra side projects. And essentially, the reason I went with different colors is they just had the green and long, and they had the black and short. So it just kind of happened to work out. But now I can kind of give people, directions if I ever have to go on vacation, if I ever get a vacation, right? Hey, black tree's bed, green's in the ground, so they know what to do. So currently I have it running on the raised beds. So you can see here, they're running, everything's getting wet. So I kind of have 8 zones. So I have 4 drippers in the back that I ran, and then 4 drippers in the front. Now, I might need to alter this. Oh, look at that. You see that? Can you see him? Oh, he left. It was a little jumping spider. So essentially, I might need to change this to get a better like broadcast spectrum, because people usually use the little ones that have like the drippers all along it, like built into the tube. I might need to do that, but for now, I'm rolling with just the regular emitters as I stumble through. So yeah, so there's 4 in the back, 4 in the front. Oh, sorry. You don't want that shit growing now. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm moving and whenever I see it, I gotta remove it. Hold on a second. Look at that. You always gotta remove it. So now I can kind of go through and do it. You might see a little bit of grass I'm like removing too. I honestly don't know what this is. I think this is some type of squash. Obviously it's some type of squash. I sound stupid when I say that, but I think it's Kim, what was it again? The name of that the orange one you used to make that vegan mac and cheese? It's not spaghetti, it's a butternut squash. I'm pretty sure this is like a seed from the butternut squash. And this watering system has like done wonders, because all these guys, we're in record heat, like dry winds out the freaking wazoo, and these guys are living like a champ. It is by far, this watering system has been just an absolute game changer for us. And I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. This guy even has fruit. You can't even see it like in some of the other areas. It's more like, oh, where am I pointing this camera at? There's fruit more, but I don't want to show that part because it shows over the wall. But there's actually fruit on this, which shouldn't be crazy. But considering I planted these guys in freaking, oh my God, look at me, I'm already messing up. I planted these guys in freaking May. I abused them until then. So there's like no reason. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry to clean that up when I see it. There's no reason. Now this is an air layer, right? This is an air layer, so I don't need to actually, fucking Washington navel, they're so thorny. But it's an air layer, so I'm not worried about the bottom growth. Pardon my language. Look at me, I'm swearing like a sailor. Yep, this one's got thorns too. Oh, you can't see it. Oh. Excuse me, guys. I do want to see it, otherwise I get distracted. Which, this is all relatively new because this wasn't here like a few days ago. It's freaking wild how crazy this gets. See that? Look how much this tree's like growing. It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Let me fix my camera. A lot of growth, but you can see a lot of recovery here where they were kind of abused and then bam, they're now getting back into it. It is absolutely phenomenal. This one doesn't get like a good line of water, so this one's all crazy weird. See how it's all jacked up? It's getting burned because this is like a super hot part of the yard because of the four corners. But I'm not worried because I didn't plant these. These just kind of sprung up, which was like super crazy. And then I also, so what's cool now that I have this watering system is all my time can just be focused on grabbing the grass that's trying to like grow in. So I just dig back and I have a lot of mulch. So it makes it easier just to pull out that beautiful, disgusting grass. Look at that, ugh, filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy grass. So that's what I gotta do because this stuff grows like weeds now because it's like super hot. I will say, it's a lot nicer now because the watering system, I don't have to like do a pseudo flood. So it's not actually like, look at that sucker. I'll crimp that. Look, there's one of those little boxy bugs. Wait, where is it? There it is. Look at that little guy. And then there's Kylo, just being fat. But yeah, it's working really well. Some of these drippers I had to move to the base of a tree so it could actually work good, which is super awesome. This is my poor starfruit, which is just, who knows? This thing has like died and come back like 20 billion times. I got a dripper like next to its base, so we'll see what happens. And unfortunately, you also get those little weird stuff where like something happens and you're like, oh crap. So like, for example, this is like shooting out a little bit, but I just put a wood piece here and some rocks here to prevent it from spraying out. And I call it a day because it's really just the fact that the hole wasn't the best and I don't really want to cut this just to replace it. So I just said, pass, move on, because it's not affecting the overall pressure of the system. And then what's cool, despite all this terrible, terrible grass, is I got a little emitter I put right in between where that's the muscadine grape. Excuse me, if the muscadine grape doesn't work out, I'll probably replace it with something else. By the way, ants. Oh, I gotta get my cord. Got my cord everywhere. By the way, ants, this is the cord I'm talking about for the mic. Ants freaking love muscadine grapes. I don't know what it is. They love grapes in general. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, this is the system I got going on. It's pretty cool. Pretty happy. I can't believe these blueberries are still alive. It's been record heat. There's no fucking, I'm in Arizona and there's no protection. And then I have the raised beds I still need to finish. Oh, look. Look at that. It's one of those ants about. Look at that. Like they said, they're always by the freaking, oh, I got another one. I'm in their little nest. Ugh. They're always by the grapes. And those big ones can get kind of aggressive when it's really, really hot. But yeah, now I got those other raised beds I still got to set up and finish. But then that's where it ends right here. Here, gotta watch out. Try to work my way through Pomegranate Nation. I've been doing some trimming and stuff. I'll explain that. Oh shit, I'm caught. In a future video. I probably should have gotten a mic that's not connected to cord, which would have been smarter, but you know, you live and you learn. Look at that. So like I said, just a 4-way system. I got 4 of them. That's obviously the end cap. This guy, Silverberry, variegated, he's still alive. Believe it or not, like I can bend. So I put the dripper close to him. This is another Silverberry non-variegated. I got this because it produces an edible fruit with an edible seed that the birds like. So I was like, I can eat it if I want and the birds like it. So far, no berries. This might not be possible to fruit in our zone because of chill hours. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, this is the not in-ground. This is the watering system I set up for our raised beds. In another video, I'll talk about the in-ground watering system, which isn't super much different, but I'll kind of explain to you guys why I did it and how I did it. Thanks guys. Bye for now.